Okay, I see what you're saying now. I guess I should apologize for that then. Thanks, but I'd like to see it actually put into action. Let me talk about my manga in the club next week. That's how I'll know you're being serious. Sure.
You already said that.
And we are back for more Doki Salvation Remake. And last time, it seems that Sayori's looking forward to our date for the next day or whichever. Let's get right into it. I mean, what a week, huh? I get a sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach as I realize that I've still got a boatload of assignments to tackle before the next week starts. That's not going to be easy, but I think I'll manage. I mean, same. Hopefully next week goes a lot smoother. Hopefully. But of course, we still got that date to look forward to, so that's great. There we go. I just knocked my camera out of whack. All of a sudden. But that was before recording, I mean. Ooh. Home. What's this now? What defines home? When does something become home? What? This is not home. I can never call this home. What the? By pure instinct, my hands go over my head as I prepare for another bombardment of code. Rotating wheel axle. Huh? What? Oh, glob. Stop it! Make it stop! I scream out in pain because there's absolutely nothing else I can do. I fall down to the floor, drenched in sweat. It feels like my body has been stabbed hundreds of times, and yet there is no blood, no wounds, no proof. Absolutely no proof that this world is a living nightmare. But you can hear me. I know you can. I nearly jump at the sound of my phone vibrating. I reach into my pocket and read the message. What the? Sup, Monika? Hope you're ready for a hangout today. We'll meet up at the ice cream place, okay? Why isn't the phone graphic perfect for this one as well as the other scenes? But really, bruh. Typical Natsuki. That's 2 emoticons in one sentence. Still shaken up from a few minutes ago, I place my phone back in my pocket and shakily lift myself up off the floor. I have to play along. I'm curious what will happen to the game if I try to enter areas that never existed before. Trying to go out of bounds, I assume, Moni? As long as you don't break the game or anything, I mean, it's not a bug, it's a feature! Well, kind of, not really. Even now, this house doesn't feel like home. I look down and my uniform instantly transforms into my casual clothing. Would have been nice to at least have a few more options. Alright, Monika. You got this. Everything's going to be alright. I fix up my hair and head outside. I don't remember seeing this street before. Was this always here? I look around at my surroundings. It's still painfully obvious that everything around me is a game, but there's other people around. Also, I don't know if you can hear that. I humbly apologize for the screaming gremlin outside. Birds chirping? trees slightly swaying in the wind. What the heck is going on? I continued down the street, following the directions Natsuki gave me. This is the first time in my life that I felt enamored by the world around me, but mostly because it's all something new to look at. I always get used code to get me where I wanted to be, and while I wouldn't like to jinx it for myself, not a single flash, a glitch or anything of the sort has tormented me. This has to be some sort of joke. I stop in my tracks when I see a familiar sight in front of me. Natsuki, a girl who is nothing more than your typical tsundere trope. I mean, that's who she is. Always denying any sort of emotional connection with just about anybody. She's always somewhat annoyed me, constantly blabbing on about her manga, thinking that she can do whatever she wants. I remember having an argument with her on how the club should be handled even before I succumbed to my epiphany, but she always wanted to do things her way. Aha! So you weren't thinking of ditching me after all? You don't think I'm that mean, do you? You have your point, you have your moments. Now let's get going. I'm dying for some ice cream. Natsuki walks up and stands next to me. Oh yeah, and also apologize if I tried to stutter or not stutter, sniff at some points. It's because I have a cold and I'm still kind of recovering, but don't worry, I'm still fine. I'm not sick or anything. She's awfully short now that I really look down at her from this angle. It's kind of funny. So, Monika, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? It's a little vanilla if I'm being honest. Oh, haha, very funny. Wait, is it literally vanilla? I smile and nod. I knew it. You always seemed like a vanilla type of girl. Really? What gave you that impression? Oh, I take a lot of online quizzes. Quizzes? Like those personality quizzes? Yep. Most of the boring answers that you probably would have chosen led to vanilla flavor being your favorite. Boring? Do you think I'm boring? Let's not answer that question. Well, no, not necessarily. You just give off those vibes, I guess. Alright. There she goes again, assuming things about me. You don't know anything about me. Oh, we know everything about you, Monika. I mean Monika, I'm sorry. You never will. Besides, Sayori insisted I give you vanilla anyway, just needed to confirm it. She did? Huh. I can't believe Sayori remembers. Even I kind of forgot about it. Maybe. No, that's not it. Yeah, now let's get going. I stare at her body movements as we walk side by side. They're natural, like how any normal person should be walking. Which is what makes this so weird. What do you see, I wonder? Alright, just down the street and we'll be at the ice cream parlor in no time. Natsuki follows close by as we make our way down the street. As I look at all of my surroundings, I'm astounded by the amount of people walking around me. It's a strange sight, because it's all game code, every single one of them. The problem is it's painfully obvious that it's game code. None of this is real, and yet I'm the only one who knows that. That's what's making this entire experience so frustrating. It would be really easy to just, here we are. Club presidents always go first. She always says this somewhat sarcastically, but opens the door for me anyway. Thanks. As I walk in, an assorted set of aromas fill my nostrils. It smells heavenly, which only makes this even more aggravating. Why is this happening to me? Hey, Natsuki? This isn't really an ice cream parlor, is it? This is more of a cafe. Ah, there you go again. There you go again. Getting hung up over the details. Oh, there we go. Now there's my Natsuki voice. I'm sorry for the few minutes of making her try to sound like Monika, but again, colds. I'm trying. I just like to call it that. I only ever come for the ice cream anyway. I see. It smells really good in here. Right? It's awesome. Of course, this doesn't compare to my own kitchen after I make cupcakes. I wouldn't deny that one. Natsuki and I ordered 2 ice creams, one for each of us. I chose vanilla and she chose strawberry, which was pretty predictable if I'm being totally honest. Strawberry, huh? Did your online quizzes get that right too? They did, actually. Spot on. Do you just let those quizzes make all those decisions for you or something? No. Do you really think I'm that childish? You have your moments. I decided to parrot what she told me a few minutes ago. Let's go sit down and sit our ice cream together. I don't feel like arguing with you. You don't have to tell me twice. We chose a seat close to the door, but far enough so the sun isn't bothering us. So, I've been meaning to ask you about something club related. I braced for impact, because I know for a fact she's about to ask about manga. Have you ever decided on it being able to be part of the literature club? Oh. She maintains eye contact as she takes a spoonful of ice cream. Well, I don't know, Natsuki. Like I said last week, manga is pretty childish in my honest opinion. Oh, come on. You don't seriously think that, do you? Well, the honest truth is that I don't really know what to think about it. Oh, see? That's more understandable. I can see how some people can be deterred by the cute art or the colorful cover pages. But completely ignoring or denying its significance in the grand scheme of things is just close-minded and dumb. Exactly. You wouldn't know what you get until you read the content. Like Monica Magica, and obviously this game, in general, and among others. Take the Neon Evangelion Genesis for example. That's a manga that deals with pretty heavy topics. Heck, stuff Yuri would probably like. Oh yeah! Evangelion! That one too. That one too. But you both seem to be in the way in just keeping a close mind about these things. Alright, I get your point. So what is it that you want? Me? Personally, I want my taste to be treated like everyone else's. There's a reason why I wanted to join the club in the first place, you know. Which was? You seriously don't remember? Monika, how dare you forget your own literature clubs, their specialty of being yourself. How dare you? It wasn't that long ago at all. You wanted people to feel free to express themselves through literature. Exactly! How could you forget that? Like, did you hit your own head or something? Like, first Money Cunt, and then now... Oh, I don't know what other nickname I should call you for, like, being dumb or anything. Oh, dear lordy. Does manga just not apply to that or something? That's what I find so hypocritical about that. We've always pushed for people to feel free to express themselves at first. But I guess manga doesn't apply? And hey, a little birdie told me that you were looking for romance manga once. So don't even try to deny it. Oh, busted! Oh boy. She really did you put on the spot, but of course, she remembered that. I actually can't really remember exactly why, but I feel my face turn hot. It was Sayori, wasn't it? Ah, yes! It is! Yes, she was. She was. that response confirms it. I doubted Sayori a little, but seeing you get flustered like that says everything I need to know. But anyway, that's my gripe with that. You can't advertise your club that way if you're already letting your personal biases get in the way of other people's interests. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I guess I should apologize for that then. Thanks, but I'd like to see it actually put into action. Let me talk about my manga in the club next week. That's how I'll know you're being serious. Sure. We continue eating our ice cream in silence. It tastes just how ice cream should taste, I guess. But it feels real. Speaking of manga though, there's this one manga I've been reading. It's about this girl who struggles to communicate with people. It's super adorable and very relatable at times too. Oh, let me guess. Komi can communicate? Yeah, I think that's the one. And plus knowing that 12 Giz guy likes Komi-san as well, so I guess that's a cool callback or a reference to that. Huh, what's it called? Shoko struggles to communicate. Oh! Alright, call me Shoko. Alright, you can't name it that because of reasons, I guess. Right on the nose with the title, huh? Yeah, you could say that. Oh man, you don't understand the sheer and utter hype that happens when a manga is getting animated. It's super cool to see characters that have been static for so long come to life on the big screen. Yeah, I can see how that's exciting. I look down at my ice cream and suddenly start feeling extremely angry. Huh? What are you mad for? As Natsuki's voice starts to fade away, I start having a tunnel vision. What am I even doing here? Why am I even entertaining this right now? I'm wasting time. Wasting time with this template. This girl doesn't care about me. She can't even if she tried. He's just a stupid tsundere trope. Nothing more. I look back up towards Natsuki. What is this noise? You're not... Whoa, Monika? You okay? And also, I'm sorry to those people who gets her ears hurt from that. I apologize. You're not looking so good. Yeah, you're right. I don't feel so good. I'm just gonna, turn into dust and, excuse me. Come on, let's go get some fresh air. I can't move. I'm completely immobilized by fear and anger. And yet, as her soft hands grab mine and held me up out of my chair, I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Almost as if my body has been craving this feeling for what seems like ages. Every ounce of my being is telling me to move her hands away. But, on some sick and twisted notion, I allow her to help me up and out of the cafe. Hey, can you walk? Are you feeling okay now? Yeah. Can we get out of the city? Sure, I know a park that's not too far away from here. Think you can manage? I slowly nod my head. We arrive at, once again, a place I never even knew existed. It's almost like all these places are spontaneously appearing before my very eyes. But to everyone else, it seems like this has always been here. Here we are. Wasn't too far away and there's not too many people around here either. So, what's up? What happened back there? The ice cream wasn't that bad, was it? I lightly smile. No, not that. I didn't say anything before because I wanted to make sure you were okay first. But you were giving me a really mean look. At first, I thought I said or did something to upset you. I know you're angry. I can see it. You can? It's pretty obvious, quite frankly. I'm mad at you too. I was hoping we could both talk things out and just let off steam together. You've been very stressed out lately too. Everyone at the club has noticed it. I don't know why you had... No, I don't know why you felt like you had to lie to us about Yuri. Nor why you'd encourage her to leave a place she really enjoys. So, I was hoping I could have some answers about that. I don't want to make any assumptions about you to be true. I look out at the pond in front of me, watching the sun slowly dip below the horizon. Natsuki, before you continue, I just want to say that I don't want to hear any apologies. Because they shouldn't be for me. Alright. Okay, You're right. I've been stressed out lately. Nothing has been going my way and I'm getting sick of it. So, I guess I just wanted to take control of the situation. I wanted to do what I felt was right. So, you thought of sending Yuri, a girl who really enjoys the club, away from everyone was the right move? What kind of a bad call is that? I know. I messed up, alright? I can't think straight. So, I get that you got a lot of responsibilities and all. But you want to know something, Monika? She points a finger directly at me. You're going to need to step up a bit more. Excuse me? Nah, you know I'm right. I'm sure I don't need to explain it to you. You're the leader of the club. Making decisions like that isn't any right for any of us. It's only detrimental. We were all worried as heck because it just seemed like such a sudden and rash decision on the both of you. And to make matters worse, Sayori needs all of us right now. You really thought sending Yuri away was a good idea? Oh, bad, Monika, bad. Yeah, as if. Okay, I get it. I messed up. Bad. Yeah, you really did. I can only stand in shock and confusion as I try to recover from the verbal onslaught this girl just gave me. It was so raw and full of emotion. She sighs and joins me in overlooking the pond. There's a pretty long silence between us. I have no idea what to think of her anymore. But she's no longer the childish girl I've always seen her as. That's because she's all grown up and she's sick and tired of the bullshit she had to endure every single day of her life. Especially with good old Monika right in front of her. There's a surprising amount of maturity in her character, an amount I wouldn't have expected from her at all. And that's called character development. And as her hair flows in the light breeze, I think to myself, is there a chance that I could be wrong about everything? Yes. I slightly shake my head at the idea. There's no way. Not after everything I've gone through. And everything I've done and wanted to do. Sorry. For what? For lashing out at you like that. You don't need this right now. It's the club. It's a special place to me. It's just like it is for everyone else in it. You made something great here, and I want what's best for it. Don't you? I look down at my hands and fiddle with my fingers. Yeah. That's what I meant earlier. I know you're stressed. But if you'd let me, we can work through it together. We have to. It's... Natsuki pauses and visibly winces, as if she was about to say would give her great pain. Never mind. I won't say anything. You don't need to hear it. Is it about your father? Natsuki's eyes widen. Oh no! She said the forbidden word! Oh no! She said the F word! As not the swear word, as in the parent figure, you know. Oh no! Oh, she's about to rain terror all over, you know, with that face. No. What even gave you that idea? Sorry, well, I am the club president after all. Kind of my thing. A terrible club president at that. I scratched my head nervously. I didn't really mean to just outright say something like that. It just sort of came out. Natsuki's body language shifts pretty dramatically and slouches down as if trying to hide herself. You're treading on some real thin ice here, Monika. Am I? Well, duh. You seem like you wanted to talk about it just a moment ago. She doesn't budge. How about I tell you something? About what? About me. Something about myself. Yeah, alright. Out of Natsuki's view, I slowly move my right sleeve back and gaze at my wound, still somewhat fresh from a few days prior. I never really knew about my parents. I mean, Dan Salvato is your father, so there's that. I don't have any memories of them. Of course, I know I must have had parents, otherwise I wouldn't be standing here right now. Unless if your parents are off to a different country or something. Never mind. The harsh truth of this statement is genuinely don't know how I came to be. My entire reality isn't real. How am I supposed to know that I did or didn't come out of thin air? I rolled my sleeve back down and turned back towards Natsuki. She's giving me a look of empathy that I didn't expect to see. I never do, but I figured maybe this is a chance to talk about how I feel. About all of my experiences. Even if she's just lines of code, she's still listening. Sometimes I get these dreams. My mom was there, watching over me, making sure I don't ever give up on my goals. Or I'm with my dad, helping him plant flowers. I can't help but crack a smile. And sometimes I play a piano for them. I let out a sigh. It's hard trying to explain these memories that I don't even know myself how real they are. Especially to someone who wouldn't understand that even if she did know. But in all those dreams, I can never seem to remember their faces. It just feels like I'm all alone without them. I take a deep breath, almost as if they were never real. Ugh, sorry, that probably does sound really weird. Not at all. She responds quickly. I lost my mom at a young age too. I'm sorry to hear that. I used to say sorry to myself all the time too, so that isn't necessary. Natsuki sighs and looks towards the horizon. When she died, my dad, he was never the same. He got more strict, more assertive, and never stopped pressuring me. I spent a good portion of my childhood wondering if I was a bad kid, and if I could have done more for her, my mom. Should I have told her that I loved her more often? Should I given her more hugs? I kept feeling sorry for myself, and my dad only seemed to hammer those ideas in. But I realized something. What would that be? She looks down at the ground. On the day she died, I was very little. I barely understood what was even happening. But I stood right by her side. I remember she looked at me and asked, "Be strong for me. Never let anybody push you around or tell you what to do." I'm still trying my best to live up to that. But even then, I still feel like I did the best thing I could have done for her. I held her hand, said I loved her, and said goodbye. Natsuki looks back towards the horizon and smiles. I follow suit, doing my best to hide the tears that are now flowing down my cheeks. Why? You know, this ended up being pretty nice, huh? I swiftly wipe my face and look back towards her. Yeah, for sure. I think I needed this. Glad to be of service then. Thanks for sharing that with me. I'm glad we could find some common ground and understand each other a bit more. Yeah, that wasn't easy, but it just felt right. I'm still mad at you though, but I'm glad I'm understanding you a bit more now too. Natsuki suddenly pulls out her phone and looks quite surprised. Shoot, I was supposed to be home 20 minutes ago. Natsuki quickly straightens herself out and starts heading back towards our house. Sorry, Monika, gotta get going. Oh, and by the way, Sayori misses you. You should try to hang out with her too. See you on Monday. Oh wait, what? And just like that, the short-haired pink girl runs off without looking back, leaving me alone with my own confusion and feelings. What is this reality I found myself in? It's definitely not your reality. I'm sorry. Not sorry. The weekend goes by with relative ease. Guess we're back to our good old MC now. So I'm gonna end it here, fellow knights and adventurers, and oh boy, maybe, just maybe, this might be the date that I'm looking forward to.